Who I am from Divinity book, page number 155. When one looks at an apple with his eyes, it is seen as apple, a fruit. When he closes his eyes and extends his consciousness back to the origin, it is seen as an association of energy particles. The first knowledge is the result of the functioning of the eyes. The second knowledge is the result of functioning of the mind's eyes. Through this involved eye, one can understand that the apple is a happening because of the association of millions and millions of energy particles. When one looks at this universe with that second knowledge, for him, the man, the tree are nothing but the association of energy particles. Here arises the question about the source of the energy particles. This quest for searching the origin of the energy particles is the knowledge of consciousness. Sensory perceptions make us name an object an apple. This is not real knowledge, but physical structure of apple is not an object. Though people call it an apple, it is association of energy particles into masses and hence a happening. To name a happening an object is the Maya or illusion. This is a false knowledge. The apple is the association of energy particles. Energy particles are the association of formative dust particles. A dust particle is the minutest section of the akash. Thus one gets to know that the apple is akash or the divine. One should cultivate the habit of looking into every object and see the divinity in everything and in every object. This understanding makes one feel, I am God, and every living beings are also God. This will make him understand that harming others is equal to harming Almighty, which will make him to help the suffering living beings. Second example is, there are two men, A and B. Looking through the physical eyes, one could see two different persons in A and B. A may not like B and vice versa. It is because of ignorance of the origin. Beginning the quest once again as it happened in the example 1, that is apple, one can go back in the life cycle and reach at a point where the first man becomes. Now A is the child of the first man and B also in the same way the child of the first man. Both A and B have come from the same first man as a genetic continuum in several generations. Thus both A and B are brothers or sisters. This knowledge is the truth. When one gets it, love blossoms automatically in him. still probing back into the life cycle of
how the first human being got evolved.
One can understand that the evolution started from the absolute space itself. The absolute space got itself transformed into
Formative dust particles,
and they in turn became energy particles. The associated energy particles got evolved into masses, elements, and then into living beings. Living came into single cell living beings which grow stage after stage into 2, 3, 4, and 5 sense living beings. From the 5 sense living beings, animals,
and finally the human beings with sixth sense.
from this first human generation got created, and now
There is A and B from that generation only.
what A is made of is a same B. The absolute space is there
In both of them in the form of energy particles. Energy particles are from the divine. A person who is aware of this,
will not harm anyone.
instead of that, he loves all. Who are in such a realization can made a question himself.
Who am I? Answer is I am God, the divinity. That is Aham Brahmasmi. Saintly word refers to the divinity. Tattvamasi is another saintly word, refers that you are also God, the divine, because you are having the same godly energy particles from the divine on the course of evolution. Ayatma Brahma is also another saintly word,
Refers to the divinity self transformed into man. The sixth sense, that is consciousness.
all Vedas proclaim Prajnanam Brahman.
Wisdom is pragnanam among men.
Maharushi says in a different way about this Prajnanam. In his words, man have wisdom in him in the form of life energy particles. If it is Prajnanam in him, the inorganic also have the same energy particles from Brahman. So, these inorganic also Prajnanam. According to Maharshi, finally this Prajnanam lies in all living and non-living beings. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine.